Up next. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it up. D.A.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, D.A. Look at the 76ers starting group. Scott is out there with Green. Then there's Embiid. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Thibault in at the shooting guard position. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich is out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the 5. Down low. Down low. Simmons finds Thibault. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. A three-pointer off the mark.
And Clark, how about the 20th pick back in that 2019 draft? Matisse Thybulle, fantastic defensive specialist who has an evolving offensive presence as well.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. His defense is really outstanding and NBA ready from the day he got into the league. He'll improve on offense. You know that. He'll work at it, and he'll get better. I think he has tremendous instincts on and off the ball. Great length and speed and athleticism. He's a terror defensively.
And it's Young. That time on the assist from Capella.
Right there on display for you was Clint Capella's continuing growth offensively. Eyes up, ready to make the next pass before he got the ball.
Now here's Embiid. Back to Thibault. The dish to Embiid. Shoots over Capella. Just 5 on the clock. Collins with it. Outguarded by Simmons. On up the court. And finished off by Collins.
Now, this is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
Passes it to Green. It's not going to go for him. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. In the corner, Collins with it. Back to Young. Pass to Capella. Hunter, no one around him. Misses the 3.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
And stolen by Hunter. And here's the fast break. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Atlanta making some changes. Reddish comes in for Hunter. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovich. The 76ers also with a sub. Harris has checked in for Danny Green. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivals. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Here's Simmons. Following the basket by Trae Young. And the rejection by Collins. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. So for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Alinari comes in for John Collins. And it's Williams in for Trae Young. Howard's checked in for the 76ers. Now, here's Okongwu. Following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. Right wing. Okongwu, the pass to Gallinari. Off target with his 3. The 76ers trail by 6. 1:16 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Huerter. No points in the game yet for him. Williams kicks to Reddish. Off target from three-point range. And Embiid has got the ball here for Philadelphia. Thibault, the pass to Howard. Back to Thibault. Here's Simmons. Sinks that one from the post.
With Simmons, the closer, the better. I mean, he's confident from this area of the floor.
Williams passes to Gallinari. To the paint. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now here's Simmons. Harris outside. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Reddish kicks to Gallinari. Whoa, what a finish!
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide-open look.
Now the Hawks moving it the other way. And it's denied. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. And so it's Atlanta in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Shake Milton is out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Tobias Harris. Then there's Howard. And it's Korkmaz at the 3, the small forward. Here's Williams, following the basket by Dwight Howard. Gallinari outside. Kicks it to Snell. 5 to shoot. Over Milton. Rebounded by Howard.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Milton. Pass to Korkmaz. Over Okongwu. Korkmaz passes to Milton. The turnaround jumper. The second effort. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Dwight Howard.
Such a great rebounder. Athleticism and length. Dwight Howard knows how to use those gifts that he possesses.
Now here's Williams. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Gallinari against Harris. And it's sent back by Howard.
Get that weak stuff out of here around Howard. Return to sender is what he stamped that one with.
And the shot goes down.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Snell dishes to Williams. Gallinari outside. Curry against Williams. Inside. And it's sent back by Howard. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Gallinari. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And Trae Young subbed in for Lou Williams. Now here is Harris. Fires it up. Here's Howard. Harris trying to get free. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. It's Young on the wing, defended by Milton. Young passes to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
With soft hands and great recognition, Collins is the ideal big for a pick and roll.
Harris against Collins. And there's the call on John Collins. That's his first foul. Here is Howard. 6 points for him. Here's Milton.
And right there, Young may never have the physical tools to be a great defender, but his competitiveness overrides it.
And that one's good. Hunter.
This is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
Now, here's Milton. No points in the game yet for him. will go down, and the Hawks lead is cut back down now to 4 on the bucket from Harris.
You know, over time, as its game has evolved, Harris has accepted a bigger, expanded role. Knows he has the green light.
Bogdanovich against Curry. From downtown. No good on that one. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Unloads from 13. Atlanta with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
So it's Philadelphia now, following the bucket by the Hawks. Here's Milton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Collins. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And I look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
Reddish, he's checked in for the Hawks. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogdanovich. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Scott comes in for Harris. Danny Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Curry.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
Thybulle finds Milton. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And he knocks down the first one.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for the Hawks. Bogdanovich comes in for Kevin Huerter. Now, here is Young. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here.
Oh, what a dunk! How about the force of that dunk by Capella? Wow.
And so it's it.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. And this Hawks team still learning on the fly. Hawks learning on the fly. And that'll...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One of the stories here, John Collins getting it done today.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Capella in at the 5 spot. So that's the Hawks 5. And it's in there. Embiid's got the first basket of the third quarter for the 76ers. The Hawks leading by 4.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
Now here's Capella. Right side, Collins. Capella inside, guarded by Embiid. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young. And Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Now, here's Thybulle after Clint Capella's miss. Here's Green, and he banks in the layup.
Boy, Green showing us another layer of his game right here. I mean, I like to see him attack like that on occasion.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. A 2-point game. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Good. Young's got 6.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Simmons passes to Thybulle. Now Green to the middle, trying to find Scott. Gets it to him. The pass to Thybulle. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Collins. He's got 8.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
And here is Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Well, you can't give up this kind of positioning, not to a guy like Simmons. I mean, all you're asking for is to get burned if you do.
Collins finds Young. Inside, here's Capella. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Hawks lead by 6. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
The Hawks leading by 8. Fast break, the Hawks. The 3 ball doesn't go that time. And Philadelphia the other way now. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Young with no one around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And it's an 11-point Atlanta lead. Now here's Simmons. Looking to end the run. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this badly.
Now, here is Young. Shoots from the elbow in Atlanta again with the bucket.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. Now the feed to Embiid. Back to Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. And he comes up with the deuce. And it's 6 points for Ben Simmons.
Boy, the floor awareness and passing ability of Embiid, very impressive. And he continues to grow as a passer.
Young outside. From deep. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Philadelphia to start the 4th. They've got Harris. Curry is out there with Shake Milton. Then there's Howard. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3 spot. Curry on the wing. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Herter. Over Harris. Misses off the left iron.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Pass to Reddish. Back to Herter. From deep. The Hawks again can't hit. The 76ers trail by 11. To the inside. Here's Harris. Now here's Milton. He's guarded by Williams. Korkmaz passes to Howard. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Now, here's Okongwu. Guarded closely, and he makes that one. Philadelphia shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. Harris outside. Over Gallinari. And it's off the back rim. No good. Atlanta leading by 13. Gallinari on the wing. Williams for three. Out to Gallinari. Lets the three fly. Rebound by the 76ers. Howard's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Herter passes to Williams. From the top of the key. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Gallinari dishes to Okongwu. Over Howard. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. The 76ers trail by 11. The 10-footer. Curry's shot is off. Atlanta's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Outside Williams. Dishes it to Okongwu. Over Milton. And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist by Williams. Okongwu's now got the lead up to 13 now for Atlanta. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And Howard with the second chance points.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
And here's Gallinari outside. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And slam dunk by Harris.
Boy, that's an outstanding job by Tobias Harris there, keeping his composure and concentration, then converting while under pressure. Well done.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Korkmaz. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Curry. And Simmons subbed in for Shake Milton. From the high post, Green with the rebound. 76ers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Lets it fly from 18. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Guys, this is why they go to Harris. They know he's going to find a way to come up clutch. Count it.
Young passes to Capella. Collins kicks to Young. Down low, Embiid with the steal.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
Well, you know, it certainly swings the energy and the momentum in one team's favor. That's basically a 4 or 5 point swing, which is huge.
4 on the clock. Lob pass to Capella. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And Green gets it to go. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. His opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich is out there with Young. And it's Capella in at the 5, home in the paint. And for the Nets, we've got Durant, Harden out there with Irving. Then there's Griffin, and it's Harris in at the 3. Now, here is Young over Harden. Young finds Capella. Paxton coming off the assist from Young. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. But we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game. Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Now, here's Collins. 5 on the clock. Beyond the arc. Nice defense from KD. And here's Brooklyn. Plenty of space. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
And Smitty, if I'm coaching DeAndre Hunter, I'm making him watch nothing but tape of Kawhi Leonard. He has that type of body and can aim to be that kind of player.
Yeah, I totally agree. Both were lauded as mostly defensive players as rookies. Hunter showed he has some shiftiness to his game offensively. I think he has the chance to be on the same level at the end of the day as Kawhi Leonard. No harm in having that as a goal.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Irving. Elbow shot is on the way. Rebounded by Capella.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Hunter, the pass to Capella. A floater. Brooklyn with the rebound. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Harris. And oh, here comes Durant all alone. And finished off by KD.
You can see why he loves to play in transition. You give Durant a head of steam, there's no stopping him.
Young drives in, and that one quick. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. They're double-checking, and the game continues on.
Herter, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Physical D right there, but Herter's mentally tough. Never lost focus.
Now here's Harden. Defense right on him. Young against Irving. Harris kicks to Harden. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the southpaw stroke of Harden is just beautiful to watch. When he's cooking, he's one of the more lethal scorers in our league.
For the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Reddish comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Williams in for Trae Young.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Herter passes to Okongwu. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
It's his first trip to the line, and so he makes both from the line. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Harden against Williams. The pass to Durant. And the Nets miss again.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 6. Irving, good.
Sometimes I think Kyrie likes to get contact, probably because he can still finish through it.
Here's Williams. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Here's Herter. No good from outside. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Man, he has come out focused and efficient. Love what he's doing at the offensive end.
Pass to Okongwu. Gallinari dishes to Okongwu. Williams passes to Okongwu. 5 to shoot. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation.
And here is Williams. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's Atlanta leading by just 2. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind of it.
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Tony Snell is out there with Williams. And it's Okongwu in at the 5 down low.
What I like about that play, DeAndre Jordan not just looking to corral the miss, he's looking to finish the job.
Williams kicks to Reddish. From deep, Collins. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Green against Collins. Brown outside. Just 5 to shoot.
Tremendous box out. I love how he bodied up, held his ground. Textbook, old school rebounding.
Reddish dishes to Williams. Passes to Okongwu. Kicks it out to Collins. Pass to Okongwu. It's blocked. In transition, here come the Nets. In with the ball. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Joe Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Hunter comes in for Reddish. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And Trae Young subbed in for Williams. Bogdanovich against Harris. Free throw line jump shot. No good that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Here's Claxton. Hits the layup after the sweep pump fake to freeze the D. Claxton's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nets. Young taking his time here. He dishes it to Capella. Bogdanovich inside. Brown on him. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable. And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points. Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Irving kicks to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Young pass to Hunter. Outside Collins. And it's Young at the elbow. Now the dish to Capella. The shot, no good. Nice D from Griffin. And there's the call on John Collins. That's his first foul. So for the Hawks, Alinari comes in for John Collins. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Hunter. Harden against Bogdanovich. Harden the pass to Griffin. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Durant, no good.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
I just love Trae Young's feel for the game. Oftentimes, he can see the play develop before anyone else.
Irving passes to Griffin. Harden outside. Fires from deep. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
I love that Trae Young puts his passes on target and in spots where his teammates are comfortable playing.
And some good action. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good moments from both teams. And that's
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
It's a part of his game that he can always tap into. There's an art to it, and he is painting the canvas tonight.
We've got Irving. Griffin is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden, and it's Green in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Harden, no good. The Hawks trailing. Now the pass to Huerter for the tie. And again, it's Atlanta.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Harden outside. And the layup is good. Harden's got 10.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Williams passes to Huerter. Pass to Reddish. Back to Huerter for the lead. That shot is off. The Nets go the other way with it. Irving passes to Griffin. Back to Irving. Outside for Durant. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Harden finds Irving. Connects in the foul line jumper. And now a 4-point Nets lead.
Difficult guarding Kyrie. He's comfortable from any range and willing to take what the defense gives him.
Young dishes to Collins. Outside, Bogdanovich. Fires for three. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
A shot's good from Irving.
Playing at his tempo, his pace. He's been dialed in all night.
Passes it to Hunter. Outside, Collins. Pass to Bogdanovich. This is to Capella. And then jammed down as it goes right over Blake Griffin.
And a great display of physicality from Capella. He's not one to shy away from contact.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Well, the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. Just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. To the paint. Here's Capella. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Brown. Makes it off the glass. Brown's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Bogdanovich passes to Capella. Can't cash in from close range.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Collins looking around. And the pass to Young. Down low. Capella kicks to Hunter. Tries from 10. Second chance shot. The kick out to Young. Collins wide open. He fires. Good on the 3-point shot. Collins has got his first 3 points of the game.
Known for his play in and around the post, Collins can also get it done shooting jumpers off the catch.
Brown the pass to Dinwiddie. Pops it up for Jordan. He can't hit that time.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Collins.
Never want to shy away. Collins delivers as much contact as he receives.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Nets out in front. They lead by 5. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
3 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so in the game for the Hawks, on the wings, Herter and Reddish. Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. And it's Williams at the 1 spot. Williams passes to Reddish. And the foul on Cam Reddish. That is his first foul of the game. Brooklyn leading by 5. KD looking around. from 18 feet away and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Durant's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Nets. Gallinari outside to the middle. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but through contact, he'll head to the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
And that's really just smart basketball. You send a poor foul shooter to the line.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Thank you, David. Jordan, he's checked in for Blake Griffin. Here's Brown. And the shot is good. And the Nets lead by 8.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Williams dishes to Reddish. He kicks it to Gallinari. And it's off from three-point range. And so Brown will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Jordan finds Green. High post, KD. Gallinari on him. And that one, good. KD's got the lead up to 10 now for Brooklyn.
You talk scores, nobody does it better than KD. He'll go down with the greats.
Now, Reddish. Back to Gallinari. Williams looking over the floor. Banked in off the glass.
You know, bursting off the screen, Williams makes a quick decision, takes it himself.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Brooklyn leading by 8. Dinwiddie with it. To the inside. Jordan kicks to Brown. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's KD. Rebounded by the Hawks.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. So for the Nets, Joe Harris is checked in for Green. Irving comes in for Bruce Brown. And James Harden subbed in for Dinwiddie. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Young. Bogdanovich against Harden. Here's Jordan. And the call on. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And finished off by KD.
The long strides of Durant gliding through the lane. Throw it down, big fella.
Young is double. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. The three. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Nets leading by 6. Here is Harden. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by Capella.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
It's stolen by Harris. Durant against Young. Harden surveying the D. Bangs home the trifecta. And it's a 9-point Nets lead.
And defensively, you got to respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. KD passes to Harden. Harden draws the double. On the wing, Irving. Back to Harris. Kicks it to Harden. From deep. Another miss by Harden. From deep, Collins. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. Some good, David. Thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our The Brooklyn Nets coming into the building and looking sharp, and they hope so. The Nets starting 5. Griffin is out there with Durant. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's Brown, and it's Harden in at the point. And for the 76ers, Scott is out there with Embiid. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Simmons. And he lobs it up, and it's Scott with the jam. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Thybulle, the pass to Embiid, and out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Here is Harden. About a minute played so far here in the first. Pass to Durant. Shoots over Scott. Durant. That's good.
Well, there's an innate sense of how to play the game when we're talking Kevin Durant. The pick and roll has become second nature to him.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Griffin. A putback, and Griffin stays with it.
And ever since entering the league, that's been one of Griffin's favorite ways to score, attacking that offensive glass.
Here's Simmons. Passes it to Embiid. Now here's Thybulle. Back to Embiid. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Now, Thybulle. James Harden missing on the 3. And Simmons slams it in.
Throw it down, young fella. Simmons is explosive and without a doubt one of my favorite dunkers.
It's Durant with the drive, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. This is his first free throw of the game. Free throw drops for KD.
I think Kevin Durant, it's obvious how much passion and pride he takes in playing the game at the highest level. It is such an honor watching this guy work.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Joe Harris. Dinwiddie's checked in for Bruce Brown. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. Offensive rebound. Harris kicks to Korkmaz. No one near Curry as he lets it go. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Well, as reliable as it gets from the mid-range. Seth Curry very good at finding those opportunities in those spaces.
Howard against Irving. True on the 14-footer.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Curry. Harris outside. And slam dunk by Harris.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting. But there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
Dinwiddie outside. Left side, Irving. And good that time. Irving's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Inside. Korkmaz passes to Harris. And it's sent back by KD.
But Kevin Durant is playing spectacular defense, and it sets the tone for the entire team.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Nets. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now here's Curry. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Howard. And Howard with the second chance points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Dinwiddie dishes to Irving. Two on the clock. No good on the shot.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. 76ers lead by 4. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big game.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
They've got Tobias Harris. Curry is out there with Maxey. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Howard in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Milton the pass to Howard. Over Jordan. That misses off the backboard. Brooklyn trailing. Outside Irving. Jordan trying to free himself up, and Irving gets it to go on the assist by Dinwiddie.
And even through contact, Kyrie still able to finish shots consistently.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Harris, right side. Outside Curry. Just 5 on the clock. The dish to Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
Well, good night for the defense. Dwight Howard finishes with authority.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. Trailing by 2, and now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And there's the pass to Claxton. Out to Harris. They shoot again. And he drops that one in.
So smooth with his shot mechanics. Joe Harris, what a pretty jumper.
The 76ers shooting wonderfully up to this point, 67%. Here's Simmons. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. Now, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to, when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Simmons finds Embiid. Now Thibault. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Brown against Green. Outside for Durant. Latrey. The shot's good. Brown making the play. KD's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nets.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Griffin against Simmons. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
And with off-the-charts awareness, Simmons makes plays that others simply don't see.
Harden dishes to Brown. Back to Harden. 1:24 left to play here in the second quarter. 76ers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. That one is good from Joel Embiid. Embiid's got it all tied up now for the 76ers. The Nets have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Griffin against Embiid. And stolen by Simmons. High post, Embiid. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And we know how good Embiid is at drawing fouls, especially in the painted area. He welcomes the contact.
And the 76ers with some changes. Harris is checked in for Mike Scott, and it's Korkmaz in for Danny Green. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Green's checked in. 44 seconds left here in the second. Here's KD. Harden kicks to KD. Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. The 76ers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Thibault, the pass to Embiid. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Pass to Korkmaz. Brown against Embiid. Shoots over Brown. Embiid's shot is good. Embiid's got 12.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
To the middle. Here's Griffin, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Okay, Kevin Durant scanning the floor, looking for opportunities. Make your teammates feel good. Nice.
A big-time effort for Joel Embiid.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. Joel Embiid having an outstanding game. He had 12 points. And that's all for now.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Green, Harden out there with Brown, and it's Durant, and it's Jordan in at the 5, roaming the paint. Outside, Simmons. Stolen by Harden. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Brown. Good, it's Harden with the assist that time. Brown's got the first basket of the second half. That one for Brooklyn. And so Simmons will bring it up for Philadelphia. Dishes to Embiid. And it's Simmons penetrating.
And how about the slashing ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive mentality.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Durant with the steal. Harden with it. Picked up by Harris. And Harden with the stuff.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Simmons against Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Boy, not on the same page there, and in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Howard's checked in for Philadelphia. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Nets. Harris comes in for Jeff Green. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Harden kicks to KD for the lead. Rebounded by Howard.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Over to the wing. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Simmons. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Tilton the pass to Korkmaz. Howard with it. Back to Korkmaz. A second chance effort. Pass to Maxey. On the wing, Milton. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Tobias Harris. Green comes in for Korkmaz. Curry's checked in for Maxey. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Shake Milton. Back to Irving. 1:25 left to play here in the third. Count it.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Here is Tolliver. And here is Curry. Now here's Howard. Another miss by Philadelphia. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Dinwiddie with the ball. That one good for 2. And now a 6-point Nets lead.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's Curry. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Dinwiddie attacking. He gets that one. Dinwiddie's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And really, this is the time to push it. Try to extend that lead.
You know, they can make...
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Back to the action after this word. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. They've got Curry. Mike Scott up there with Embiid. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Griffin finds Brown. Here is Harden. From deep 3-point range, Scott pulls it in.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Embiid dishes to Curry. Back to Embiid from outside the arc. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
And guys, we've become accustomed to this. Embiid's a dynamic scorer who's comfortable shouldering the offensive load.
They double team KD. Here's Harris. That shot misses. And the 76ers go the other way with it.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Count it. Good.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
And they go to the intentional foul, and Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Scott. Harris comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Simmons subbed in for Curry. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Kevin Durant. Dinwiddie's checked in for Bruce Brown. And it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden. Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Bruce Brown in for Dinwiddie. And Harris wide open. He shoots from outside off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Durant, and finished off by KD.
Well, drop the hammer, KD. How confident is this guy at the cup?
Simmons with it. Over Irving, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
James Harden, he's checked in for Brown. He hits both from the stripe.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year, Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
Harden kicks to Durant. And he just jams it right over Dwight Howard. Oh, my goodness.
How about the quick jump from Kevin Durant? He was impressive on that one.
Simmons passes to Milton. Simmons dishes to Embiid. Philadelphia moving the ball around. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Embiid's got 19 points.
And this coaching staff loves to see that kind of aggression from Embiid. No hesitation on the jump shot. That's the mentality they want out of a big man.
And the 76ers making a change here. Thybulle's checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Jordan comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Brown in for Kyrie Irving. The 76ers trail by 4. Harris outside. And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Shoots over Brown. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And the man just brings his lunch pail and goes to work. What sets Embiid apart is he does it with such ease.
Harden against Simmons. Now Durant. Kicks it out to Harden. And here's Harris from the arc. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And the Nets lead by 5.
Joe Harris, confident, fearless, big-time shot delivery.
Outside, Simmons. Here's Embiid. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's KD. Offline from the top of the key. Now the 76ers with it. For 3, Harris. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Thibault, the pass to Milton. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. Leading by 5. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. They see. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it. And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interest. Welcome, basketball fans. It's Saturday. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Philadelphia, we've got Joel Embiid. Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Harris in at the small forward. Now here's Embiid. Harris finds Simmons. Down low, here's Thybulle. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has. A guy that wants to get his team involved.
Young against Simmons. It's Young on the wing. Here's Capella. Kicks it out to Collins. Back to Capella. Pass to Hunter. Just 4 to shoot. Rebound by the 76ers.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Simmons. Shot clock at 5. Feeds it to Embiid, and it's blocked by Capella.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Shots good from Young.
Well, he's very smart about spotting up in transition, and no one rotated over to contest that one.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Simmons passes to Harris. There's Embiid, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Now here's Capella. Back to Young. To the paint. Simmons pulls it in.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Here's Embiid. Outside Curry. Fires from 18. The shot misses. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way.
And Bones, with that Clint Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe GA the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella's going to be that pick and roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end.
Here's Young after the Sixers pick up 2. Yep, that one goes.
Such a precise player. When Young notices those kind of openings, he definitely is looking to attack.
The pass to Harris. 1:46 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Embiid. Shoots over Capella. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Clint Capella.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer, so you just can't hack away at it.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Scotty's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Green comes in for Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Ben Simmons.
He's so dangerous as a scorer. Lou Williams can recognize when there's openings. This time it was a teammate.
Outside, Scott. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Embiid, the pass to Maxey. Excellent D there from Williams. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Atlanta. They trail by 1. Reddish kicks to Gallinari. Passes it to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Now, Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
Maxey passes to Milton. to the left side wing. Embiid with it, and it's Reddish picking him up. Here's Milton, goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And you have to be unselfish if you're going to lead your team to great things. And I think Embiid gets that.
Now here's Williams. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Okongwu. And he overshot that one, missing. 76ers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Back to Scott. And it's Scott with the jam.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's Williams. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time? And 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Philadelphia ahead. They're up by 1. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
They've got Korkmaz. Howard is out there with Mike Scott. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Scott kicks to Korkmaz. 6 to shoot. Howard, the pass to Korkmaz. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
A good decision right there from Dwight. Excellent awareness on that particular play.
Pass to Okongwu. Here's Snell. On the wing, Williams. To the inside. Reddish. And it's sent back by Howard.
Now that reach of Dwight Howard's is so impressive. A dominant shot blocker and a tremendous athlete.
And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And here is Milton over Williams. A shot by Milton, no good. Gallinari outside. He dishes it to Okongwu. Scott against Gallinari. He kicks to Snell. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Gallinari finds Snell. That shot no good. The 76ers lead. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. Simmons passes to Embiid. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. And Simmons kicks to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
And how about Embiid putting the versatility on full display? How many other bigs can do that?
Young dishes to Hunter. Outside Collins. And stolen by Simmons. Harris looking it over. Kicks to Simmons. And there's a minute 45 left in the first half. Down low. And that one's good. Feibel's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And finished off by Collins.
And just getting more and more dangerous on the pick and roll situation. John Collins with a smart play there.
And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning. It's about communication. And John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor.
Outside Collins. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Young drives in, and easy 2 points on the layup. And it's 7 points for Trae Young.
Well, how about Trae Young? Even when he's bodied up there, finds a way to collect more points.
Simmons passes to Embiid. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Bogdanovich. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Young outside. Over Curry. And again, it's Atlanta.
Well, that's Trae Young working right up to the buzzer, but knows the clock and finds a way to bail the team out.
It's stolen by Capella. So that'll be it for the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome a competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. Some good action during the period as... And...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
On the court right now for the Hawks. On the wings, Furter and Reddish. Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. And it's Williams at the 1.
Love to see Gallo close to the rim. He really finishes nicely with that jam.
Outside, Simmons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The 76ers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year, Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
Howard's checked in for Embiid. Pass to Capella. Bogdanovich with it. Takes the 3. Dwight Howard grabs the board. And so Simmons will bring it up for the 76ers. A 2-point game. Now the pass to Thibault. Harris outside. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Simmons. Shoots over Capella. Simmons can't get it to go.
That's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Capella kicks to Young. They grab their own miss. Another shot. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Hawks lead by 4.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Howard dishes to Harris. And Capella sends it back. Passes it to Hunter. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And it's a 6-point Hawks lead
Big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
Philadelphia shooting at 50% in a decent groove. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Simmons against Bogdanovich. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Collins.
What mastery from Simmons, fooling the entire defense in the paint there.
A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got two terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for the 76ers. Maxey comes in for Simmons.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
They get the rebound. Second shot opportunity. A shot by Reddish, no good.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The 76ers trail by 6. Now, here's Maxey. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Milton. So the wing on the left, 4 on the shot clock. Howard, the pass to Milton. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Gallinari outside. Back to Williams. He kicks it to Reddish. Dishes it to Gallinari. Over in the corner, Williams. Here's Reddish. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Some changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid comes in for Dwight Howard. And Tobias Harris subbed in for Shake Milton. And then for Atlanta, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Tony Snell comes in for Reddish. And Trae Young subbed in for Lou Williams. Maxey passes to Harris. Deflects the pass. Scott kicks to Harris. Pass to Maxey. And they pick up 2. So it's Atlanta now. The lead is 2. Now Young. Gallinari wide open, and that one released in time, but no good. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And it's the 76ers with the ball. Scott is out there with Korkmaz. Then it's Shake Milton. Then it's Green. And it's Embiid in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
I'm amazed at Simmons' athletic ability. He moves so fluidly for someone that size.
The pass to Herter. Now, here's Okongwu. Inside, and stolen by Simmons. Green in the post. There's the dish to Embiid. Knocked loose. Williams with the steal. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Goes back up. Kicks it to Reddish. The Hawks working the ball around. And stolen by Thibault. Here's Korkmaz, so they take the lead.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got the game tied up here for the Hawks.
Well, even when you get physical with Lou Williams, he'll use that against you. Keeps his balance that time.
Simmons dishes to Green. Williams against Simmons. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Okongwu.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he sees it.
Poked loose and stolen by Simmons. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Korkmaz passes to Embiid. Back to Korkmaz. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That free throw good from Korkmaz. And the 76ers making a change here. Harris is checked in, so he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Passes to Hunter. Outside Collins. He dishes it to Young. Pass to Hunter. 5 to shoot. Over Milton. Hunter no good. The 76ers leading by 3 to the middle. Here's Harris. Banked in off the glass. Harris has got his first bucket of the night.
They count on Harris to get their offense going. He delivers.
In just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here, Young. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one. Milton finds Harris, and he gets it to go. Harris has got the lead up to 7 now for Philadelphia.
Well, Tobias just going strong that time.
Young for 3, and once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
Here's Young. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
You just can't take Trae Young lightly from anywhere on the floor. These kind of shots will help him get into a rhythm.
Milton the pass to Simmons. To the paint. Here's Korkmaz. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Korkmaz has got the lead back up to 9 now for the 76ers. Young outside. Over Simmons. Young's shot is good.
He just gets this offense going. Young operating in the mid-range this time.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to Korkmaz. Right side Simmons. Back to Embiid. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Young looking around. But 3. Rebound by the 76ers. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
So it's Atlanta now. They trail by 9 points. Outside Collins. Lob pass to Capella. He can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players react.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do The Hawks on their way to the locker room earlier, hoping to send their... So the Nets starting five. We've got Brown. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Jordan in at the 5 spot. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich is out there with Young. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here's Collins. And Jordan sends it back.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Here is Harden. Pulls up, high post. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Bogdanovich left side. Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Count that one.
And, you know, Harden's exceptional at getting out on the break in transition. I mean, running exactly the right path and getting it done.
Now, here is Young. And Durant sends it back. An even 3-on-3 break. Harris passes to Harden. Can't hit that one. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Here's Hunter, and it's Hunter with the jam.
And what I admire about Hunter is that opportunistic attitude. This kid just makes things happen.
Harden scanning the floor. Durant with a wide open look. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Young inside, guarded by Harden. Young, no good.
They're 1 of 4 here.
Oh, that was terrific.
My goodness. Now, this is impressive. Durant showing you all of that creativity with that one.
Outside Collins. Pass to Capella. No good on that one. Good work defensively by KD.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Hawks trail by 10. Young dishes to Bogdanovich. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Back to Young. Clock at 6. Over Harden. And the shot is long.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
For 3, Durant. He can't get it to go. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Here's Young. Lays it up and banks it in.
You gotta like seeing this from Young. Wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Outside Jordan. To the middle. And it's Durant. That time on the assist by Jordan. 7 points for KD.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing, and when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
Okongwu's checked in for Capella. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Irving looking over the floor. Connects on the 17-footer.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Gallinari outside. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Williams. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
We always talk about it. I mean, those second-round picks who turn out to be gems, no one thought Williams would end up at the free throw line as much as he does. Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Now here's Irving. Tight defense on him. Outside for Griffin. Over Gallinari. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Brooklyn with a 10-point lead. Some brief. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. They've got Green. He's out there with Harris. And it's Irving at the 1 spot. Williams attacking. Releases. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Gallinari.
And don't sleep on Williams' ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
Here's Claxton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Irving. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Now here's Williams. And there's the feed to Okongwu. That's tipped. Harris outside. The pass to Irving. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Irving's got the lead up to 12 now for Brooklyn.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
Pass to Okongwu. Kicks it to Gallinari. Over Green. A nice shot by Gallinari. Gallinari's got his second bucket of the night.
And with good height for a wing player, Gallinari gives defenders problems down low. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Bogdanovich with it, defended by Dinwiddie. Bogdanovich, no luck. Brooklyn leading by 10. Oh, Griffin in position, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Boy, the timing of Griffin really superb in these situations. He has a great sense for when to leave the floor on these alley-oop jams.
Bogdanovich passes to Capella. Back to Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Griffin looking around. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Yeah, how about the strength and focus there of Griffin? Absorbs the hit and still finishes.
Young outside. Lobbed up there for Collins. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. The pull-up. It's hauled in by Trae Young. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks, trailing by 10. down low. And the dunk by Capella.
You know, Capella, one of the very best in the league at getting out of the screen and getting to the right spot.
There's 45 seconds left in the second quarter. Green kicks to Dinwiddie. Back to Green. Puts the move on. It's good. Green's got his first bucket in this one.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Young dishes to Capella. Young outside. And the three off target. Got a piece of it. And the wide open shot from Green. Offline with his three. With one on the clock. And oh, he hits the buzzer. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They have a solid 8-point lead. That's all for now. Say goodbye to...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. We've seen Kevin Durant really have a great game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Okongwu is out there with Gallinari, and it's Williams at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Yeah, that barrel-chestedness of Harden's, so much strength and body control. It's hard to stop him from scoring.
Always going up for the alley-oop here.
You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
Nets leading by 8. Harden outside. Pass to KD. All alone. Brooklyn gets it back with the new shot clock at 14. Here's Atlanta now. Pulls up. That one wide left.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Just 5 on the clock. And the shot is good.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Outside Williams. Gallinari on the wing. This one for 3. Rebound Brooklyn. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. KD with the bucket.
Boy, if you allow Durant that look, he's going to punish you. I mean, it's that simple.
The Hawks trail by 12. Williams passes to Herter. Back to Williams. Up again. Jordan with the rebound.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Williams. James Harden with the rebound.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
The 3 from KD. Offensive rebound. The second chance effort. Jordan kicks to Harden. From deep. No good there.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively. But quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
1:33 left to play in the third.
Good unselfishness there by Williams. I mean, he recognized the roller had the nice angle to score.
Harden finds Brown. Back to Harden. Jacks up a three. Gallinari with the rebound.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And Herter gets it to go. Herter's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Hawks. And he commits the intentional foul. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Some changes for Brooklyn. 59 seconds left here in the third quarter. Dinwiddie dishes to Irving. Rebounded by the Hawks. Now, here is Young. And he comes up with the deuce. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Here's Irving. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Irving's got 8.
Irving has the touch needed to do damage from just about anywhere, including from there.
Capella, high post. Young inside. Dinwiddie covering. Shot clock at 6. Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down to 6. That one coming from Young.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Setting the floor for the Nets. Green is out there with Durant. Then there's Brown. Then it's Harden. And it's Irving in at the 1. Here's Snell, covered by Irving. Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Snell. The Nets shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. And now here comes Collins leading the break. And there's the basket. Whistle blows, and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And although he's smaller, Young willing to battle inside and shows you he can score through contact.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for the Hawks. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. They've led by as many as 14 points. The dish to Durant. Harden against Bogdanovich. And the basket by Harden.
That's one of the areas he's really improved. Durant's passing abilities have grown as his years in the league have grown.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Young dishes to Capella, and stolen by Jordan. Goes up, and Brown throws it down hard.
We know DeAndre Jordan is a shot blocker, but that time, he got out and got a steal on the defensive end.
Young passes to Capella, back to Young. He feeds it to Collins. Stolen by Durant. In transition, here come the Nets. It's stolen by Capella. Here's Collins. It's a hand on it, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Pass to Durant. Oh, and the jam by Durant.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination.
From deep, Collins. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And the rejection by Collins. And they'll keep possession. There's the pass to Harris. Durant deciding where to go with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gets an open look and hits. KD's got 4 points in the quarter.
What can they do? I mean, that's the question. Durant finds a shot he likes, and the mechanics are efficient and tight. Practically a sure thing when he lets it fly.
The Hawks working the ball around. And here's Bogdanovich for 3, and stolen by Jordan. Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Young outside from past the arc. That shot off the mark, and Brooklyn will come the other way. Lobbed up there for Durant. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Boy, a dynamic wing with freakish length. Durant is the ideal alley-oop target.
Harden against Young. They need this. Atlanta again missing. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Harden way outside. Drills it from outside. Harden's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nets.
Nice to see Harden continue to expand his range. He is an absolute laser from outside.
Young, good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Harden the pass to KD. From deep three-point range, and the Nets another 3.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Nets.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kevin Durant.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Tony Snell comes in for Hutter. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovich.
Right there on display for you was Clint Capella's continuing growth offensively. Eyes up, ready to make the next pass before he got the ball.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside, KD. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the fourth. 5 on the clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. They get a hand on it, and so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action. Look at the 76ers starting group. And Simmons is out there with Curry. Then there's Scott. Then there's Harris. And it's Embiid in at the center. And for Brooklyn, we've got DeAndre Jordan. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's Brown. And it's Harden in at the point guard. Now here's Harden. And the pass to Durant. There's the three. Rebound by the 76ers.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open three is usually like a layup for him.
Harris dishes to Embiid. Offensive rebound. And another shot. And it's good on the layup.
Oh, how about the length of Embiid? I mean, it's tough to deal with. Outstanding, using it to gobble up offensive rebounds.
Harden scanning the floor. Durant, the pass to Brown. And here's Harris from the arc. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And it's crazy to think how soft a touch Embiid has on his shot. The league rarely sees a guy with his size have such a rhythmic form shoot.
Yeah, and Embiid has always been comfortable shooting outside. Not the best percentages from deep, but enough to keep defenders honest. His touch shows up most when he goes into his post fading.
Philadelphia with the ball. After the basket by Brooklyn. Curry can't get it to go.
Cold start gets a little colder. Just 1 for 4 to start the game.
A nice shot by KD.
And it's completely unfair to expect a defender to do anything against Durant on that pull-up shot. It's just unguardable.
Pass to Embiid. Harris outside. It's Scott on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Jordan. Durant kicks to Brown. That one drops for him.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Now the 76ers with it, trailing by 4. Simmons with it. He's picked up by KD. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
What focus from the young guard. I like how Simmons stayed locked in on scoring despite the contact.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Harden kicks to Durant. Takes a three. A putback. Ben Simmons with the rebound. And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. Here's Embiid. And the layup falls. Embiid's got his second basket of the night.
What a finisher Embiid is. He's a pro at not letting the defense dictate to him.
Harden finds Jordan. Outside, KD. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Jeff Green is checked in for Brooklyn. Then for the 76ers, Howard's checked in for Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Scott, and it's Green in for Seth Curry. Now here's Simmons. In the corner, it's Harris to the right side. Thybulle with the ball. Harris is there. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor jumper. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Brooklyn trailing. Count it.
Well, it doesn't take a lot of time for Durant to get his shot off. He's so excellent in the mid-range.
The 76ers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Simmons passes to Green. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the first. Howard wide open. And the 76ers get it back. Green kicks to Thybulle. Just 5 to shoot. Simmons. And the shot goes in.
The physicality of Simmons on display. Showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this.
Harden outside. Passes it to KD. Fires the three. Launches it. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Simmons looking around. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
This kind of hustle is why his teammates love him. Harris, nice work in getting after it on the glass.
And that does it for the first quarter. 76ers lead by 4. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, governing the split second chance opportunities. I mean, that's what has them in the lead right now.
They've got Griffin, also Green out there, and it's Claxton in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Claxton the pass to Dinwiddie. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Now, here's Maxey. Dinwiddie covering. Rebound by Jeff Green. Nets trail by 4. Here's Irving. Dinwiddie kicks to Irving. Outside, Green. The kick out to Irving. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Pass to Milton. Howard trying to free himself up. A shot by Milton, no good.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
Here's Claxton. Jams it in off the great move.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Now here's Howard. Lock at 6. Over Claxton. That one off the back iron and out.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
It's stolen by Green. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's his first foul. The Nets making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. Simmons passes to Scott. Shot to stop the run. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Scott's got it all tied up now for the 76ers. Now here's Irving. Now the pass to Dinwiddie. Inside. And Green gets it to go. Green's got his first basket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Simmons inside. He's covered by Irving.
And 6'10" Simmons, I mean, he has some insane handles. He's phenomenal at creating for himself.
Irving dishes to Dinwiddie. Lobbed up there for Green. Dinwiddie finds Green. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Here is Harden after Ben Simmons' bucket. Harden kicks to KD. And then Durant with the jam.
It's almost strange to see a player with Durant's height have that much speed on the drive. It gets him to the rim with ease.
And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. And Simmons slams it in.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now, here is Harden. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. KD against Embiid. That's good, and that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game. For Philadelphia, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Curry. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
This is what a point guard should do. Simmons is so adept at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
Harden kicks to KD. That doesn't go either for Durant. Simmons passes to Curry. Tie game in Brooklyn. And now we'll set. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to Brooklyn. Found themselves in a close game in the first. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And that'll...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And so in the game for the 76ers, Curry is out there with Simmons. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's Mike Scott. And it's Green in at the 3. Scott. Here's Embiid. And finally, that one's good. Embiid's got his third bucket of the night.
Proving how legitimate of a threat he is inside. I mean, once Embiid gets it this close, it's all but over.
Pass to KD. Lots of room. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Durant's got the game tied up here for Brooklyn. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Simmons inside. KD's on him. Embiid trying to break loose. He gets that one. Simmons got 12 points in the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
The shot by KD. No good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. The drive by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Look at that burst of speed. Look how well Simmons used that to get to the lane he wanted to get to the rim. You're going to pay for it.
And see, Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, G. A great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
Harden, no good. Philadelphia leading by 4. Feeds it to Scott. Tries it from 9. And Jordan sends it back.
And really, that's the brilliance of Jordan. Just denying those shots there with tremendous power.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Dinwiddie is checked in for Brown. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. Philadelphia also making some changes. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Seth Curry. And it's Shake Milton in for Ben Simmons. Now here's Durant. He's got 10, and the shot goes down.
As lanky as he is, you would think it'd be easy to throw Durant around or off balance. But nope. Even with contact, he'll still finish.
Passes to Korkmaz. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Irving dishes to Dinwiddie. Jordan with it. Now Green defending. Harris kicks to Dinwiddie. To the inside. Jordan. He's off on that one. And the 76ers go the other way with it. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Green in for Joe Harris.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Dinwiddie passes to Irving. And he banks in the layup. Irving's got his second basket of the game.
I mean, he's a strong finisher. He exhibits great body control. Irving, he's a special talent.
There's Korkmaz. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Milton with it. Guarded now by Irving. Milton kicks to Green. 5 to shoot. Great D that time from Green. Nets trail by 4. Nobody near Irving. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Howard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Green passes to Scott. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Pass to Korkmaz. Back to Howard. To the left wing, and so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
11 seconds left in the third. Dinwiddie finds Irving. And the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
Almost impossible to stop on the driving times. I mean, Irving's penetrating ability, just remarkable.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. 76ers. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Brown. Jordan is out there with Green. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Jordan's got it all tied up now for Brooklyn.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Brooklyn making some changes. Durant comes in for Green, and Harris subbed in for Irving. Matisse Thybulle checked in for the 76ers. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Harden dishes to Brown. Back to Harden. He kicks it to Harris. Shot clock at 5. Back to Harden. All sorts of time. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Here's Simmons, and he goes big with a dunk right over DeAndre Jordan.
I mean, how do you guard that? Simmons, he's a big guy with some incredible dribble moves.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Now Simmons to the paint. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Is there a more entertaining player in this league than Joel Embiid? I mean, on the court, he's a 7+ footer who can do it all. Off the court, no one better on social media.
Now, here is Harden. And Harden with the stop.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
But look at the basket guy still shaking. Outside, Simmons. And there's the pass to Thybulle. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The first free throw is good. Irving's checked in for Bruce Brown. He's perfect from the line this time. And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. 7-point differential. Down low, here's Durant. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
It's easy to see how Harden's been the league's top assist man before. I mean, he makes the special feeds.
And Simmons kicks to Harris. The rebound by the Nets. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. And on the way from Irving for three. And Durant is right there.
When you need a big bucket, you were looking for Durant every chance you get. He has delivered so many times in that situation.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. The 11-footer, Harris misses.
That is prototype rebounding right there. He gets the position down low, boxes out, and then corrals it.
Back to Irving. Pass to Harris. In the corner, Harden. To tie it up. Second chance shot. Durant wide open. He fires. Again, Durant missing.
A little surprised he took the jump shot. With nobody around him, he could have attacked the basket.
The 76ers with another miss. Nets trail by 3. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. Jordan finds Harden. Outside, KD. Just fine on the clock. Harden the pass to KD. Over Simmons. The shot by KD. No good.
He found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
Brooklyn's gone ice cold from three-point land 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. And the coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, under the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now here's Durant after Ben Simmons' miss. 3-second difference between shot clock and game. Durant kicks to Harris. The three won't fall. And an intentional foul right there.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
I mean, look, every year Harris looks more confident. He goes through stretches where he can dominate.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now.
Timeout called, the Nets. They trail by 3. Just 4 seconds left in the game. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game. Ben Simmons.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
Versatile defender who can guard at any position. Simmons, he's using his speed and length.